you are a good boy, Buck. You are a good boy, and you have got some of the worst breath I have ever smelled. Whew! Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Captain Cephas, and this here's, well, that there was Buck the Wonder Dog. You know, we get lots of emails from folks all around the country, and we really appreciate the kind words and the questions that you ask. Now, if I had to pick one subject that seems to be the most popular, it's about bait choices, and more specifically, whether to use natural baits or artificials. Well, here's my thoughts on the matter. Game fish have to eat, and they typically eat other fish or crustaceans. Now, if I'm fishing in an area where I know game fish are supposed to be, then I'll usually use natural baits if I can get them. Whether I buy it at the bait shop or catch it myself with a bait rig, a cast net, or a bait trap. Fresh live baits will usually get you more hits than artificials will. But there are times when you can't get live baits or you're on a seek and find mission, and that's where artificials really shine. In fact, well, let me tell you, the artificial worm, the plastic worm, has been catching fish for decades, and it still rates very high on the list of professionals all around the world. Now, live baits don't last very long, and they're hard to keep on the hook if you're doing a lot of casting. Plus, you have the disadvantage of smaller fish taking your bait, especially when you're using live shrimp or live worms or even cut bait. Now, the new scented baits, like these gulps, are very effective because they have the scent impregnated in the lure, and they're tough enough to last a very long time. Now, properly worked, today's artificials can be just as effective as live baits. Now, here's one new artificial that we've just come out with, and it's deadly on a variety of freshwater and saltwater species. Everything from bass and stripers to sea trout, grouper, even dolphin. It's the whoop-ass jig, and it has a natural hand-tied bucktail with a head design that imparts great action just like a bait fish. Now, you can use it as is. You can tip it with a piece of gulp or even a plastic tail. You can cast them, you can jig them, you can troll them. These guys are absolutely fish magnets. Now, they come in 3 fish-catching colors and a variety of sizes, too. And they're only available right now at the Nuts and Bolts online store. So open up a can of whoop-ass on them. I'm sure you'll like them as much as Buck and I do. Now, Buck picked out another email we got recently and wanted me to read it on the air. It goes like this. Dear Captain Cephas, I really enjoy watching your shows, and I've learned a lot about fishing as a result. But there is one thing I'd like to know. You get to go to some fun fishing destinations, spend time on the water, and catch a lot of fish. However, we only get to see Buck in the On the Porch segments. Since he is technically a part of the Nuts and Bolts team, I thought you might like to give him a bigger role in more of the shows. Chicks really dig him, and he would be good for the ratings. What do you think? Sincerely, and there's no signature, just that. Well, it looks like someone wants to renegotiate their contract, but I'm the one that controls the dog food. So for me and Buck, the not necessarily needed wonder dog, we'll see you next time on the porch. Buck, is this your pole writing? I am taking away your laptop. That is it. You're done. That's it. No